Anyway, hey, welcome back. This is episode 56 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where four pals discuss the week's video game news. My name is Reese Lagden, or Reese the Pirate. I am joined by Brad the Bear.
Bradley Bear. Yeah, hello, I'm ill again.
You're ill again, okay? Lovely.
Yeah.
And Ash, the COVID Ash.
Yeah, I've got this on because Brad the Bear's ill. So we want to stay safe.
Yeah.
I'm good though. At the moment, I'm good.
Great. And returning this week, he's clearly been growing a moustache in his absence. Brad Moore.
Bonjour. I think I'm French. Yeah. Hello.
Nice. I wonder if, like, in the recording, none of these are coming out and it's just completely missed. We'll just see the show. But hopefully not.
So awkward.
Yeah. Anyway, this week is going to be another newsy episode, and we're going to go into a little bit of a pricing debate or discussion in terms of next gen pricing upgrades and our kind of thoughts. What's going on?
So this shouldn't be this funny, but it is.
It's hilarious, yeah. And just immature.
The best thing of 2021 so far is me sitting here with a lion face.
It goes funny. You can't handle it when you're having a drink.
Well, you clearly want to watch the video version this week, so go to Part-Time Players Pod on YouTube and see our funny little faces. More funny than usual. If not, just listen to the audio version on podcast platforms. Anywhere, just search Part-Time Players Podcast, and please like and subscribe as always. There'll be a link tree in the description below. So yeah, go check that out. Anyway, how's things going, guys? Good week? Been hot weather here in the UK still? Well, it's cooled down a little bit.
It's been very hot. It's been. I don't like it. I hate the heat. So.
Hate the heat.
Yeah.
Not built for it.
And now you're ill.
Oh, exactly. Because I have to keep traveling into London on the public transport in the heat, and now I'm ill because I've been surrounded by other
germs.
Yeah, because it's like don't stand, social distance on the train. It's like, well, we can't because there's nowhere to stand. So people just all up on you. So it's like, well,
it's impossible.
Not wait for the next train. I'll just,
trying to get home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly that. How's things going, Brad Moore? It's been a while since you've been on the pod.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, been a busy bee and sickly and busy, but no excuses this week. So I'm back.
You run out of yourself going through that.
Run out.
Yeah. Why can I leave somewhere? Yeah. Cool. That's good. Good to have you back.
Yeah. Good to be back.
Yeah, nice. And Ash, what's with the pizza slice? You've gone to pizza slice now.
I just love pizza. I've been dieting for a very long while, so I crave it.
Yeah. I feel like you're a man that would accept ham and pepperoni. Are you a pepperoni guy?
Oh yeah, pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni. Yeah. I thought you said pineapple.
I was going to, that's what I meant. I don't know why I said
yeah.
my mind just switched so that I couldn't comprehend. Pineapple.
Most people would have ham and pepperoni.
Ham and pepperoni sounds fucking sick. But yeah, I've been all right though. I'm potentially buying a house, so my life is just stress at the moment.
Oh wow! Okay, that sounds. Well, congratulations, I guess. And
it hasn't happened yet. They'll probably pull out. No, my luck. That's the old chestnut. The old pull out chestnut. It is.
That's what she said anyway.
Hey,
you're left with nothing. You're left with nothing.
Anyway, let's go on to the news this week. It's a little bit more of a quieter week than it has been the last couple of weeks, but still, we'll go into it. So, EA Play Live 2021 was this week. I believe it was on Thursday. And they opened it with Codemasters' game called Grid Legends. I'm not really a big racing game fan, so it means nothing to me. I'm also a little bit surprised that Codemasters was there, as they've only just acquired, well, EA's only just acquired them like this year. I think it was like a few months ago, but I guess they were going to release that game anyway, and EA's now publishing it. Does it do anything for you, Brad Moore? You're the kind of our racing guy person here.
Let me see if there's a racing video background.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
This is going to take a while. Yeah.
No, it didn't do much for me. I'm holding out for Gran Turismo. I like the proper Sims really. So it looked all right visually. All the car games look amazing, don't they? They look stunning. But I wasn't that excited by it.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be a rule about the word legends being in game titles because I feel it's just overused. I feel like legends is just what is it? Grid Legends. I was like, really? Like you can come up with something better?
It's
and literally the next game.
Legends should only be used for us. All right.
Yes.
For
it's corny characters. It looks like what are they?
Yeah, well, like cutscenes where it's like in between races, where it's like live action almost, like it's not in game. I
didn't like it at all.
Yeah, odd. Yeah. But another game they showed was Lost in Random, which is kind of a little bit of a odd. The art style is quite cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a Nightmare Before Christmas or whatever. It seems like that kind of aesthetic art style, which is pretty cool. But I will probably skip that as I've skipped all the indie EA titles that they've done.
Film as well. That film was pretty rubbish. So.
Is it rubbish?
What film? Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, it's not.
Pretty shit.
Absolutely.
Is it overrated? It's kind of like
overrated. Not a Christmas film. It's a Halloween film.
Right. Well, it's both. One, you get to watch it twice a year if you like me and Brad.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Die Hard's the best Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yeah, these are late reviews. These are very late reviews. But
let's review 80s and 90s movies.
No, it's not a late review because every year everyone comes up. Oh, Die Hard isn't a Christmas film, or no, it's been like online. Is it a Christmas? Oh, yeah, it is. And let's get with it. But it is.
Yeah.
And number 2,
I would say it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, both set at Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I would say it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
definitely. But like The Grinch is also a Christmas movie. Similar to The Grinch.
Yeah, 100%. The Grinch is fucking 100% Christmas movie. It steals Christmas. If you meet anyone who says Grinch isn't a Christmas movie, you're legally allowed to
punch him in the face. Like you've got pure consent.
Strike them on the chin.
A Christmas Dog, also a Christmas film.
Oh wow! Are we just doing fucking Christmas films?
This is one of these. No, in October.
It's almost August.
On October, they'll in Sky. There would be like Christmas movies 24, and they've got like some of the worst Christmas films on there, like just playing for like 4 months straight. That's the kind of film you'd get on that. A Christmas Dog, Operation Christmas, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's good.
Again, I feel like we've gone off topic.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Old Christmas movies. But the next game they were showing.
I just want to play Miles Morales and I can't do it.
I really liked the look of Lost in Random, I've got to say.
Go for it.
Well, Brad, come on, we're talking about Christmas movies here.
Sorry to go off topic.
I'm going off topic, talking about video games here.
Yeah, no, Lost in Random. I do like. I'm a bit of a sucker for some of the EA indie games. Like, I really liked Unraveled when that came out.
Oh, did you really? Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I played 1 and 2, and I thought the art style looks really quirky, looked brilliant, and I just thought that was the only game actually that really appealed to me that I'd probably be after. I like an indie game every now and then.
Sure,
but it reminded me of some of the old sort of point and click games, but obviously it was a bit more RPG than that. But the mechanics of the dice being a character, the first I was watching, I was like, what the fuck actually is this?
Yeah, it's like a card game as well.
Yeah, but you roll the dice and the dice does different moves depending on the roll, and then you can buy cards from vendors and upgrade. I don't know, it just looks a bit of fun.
I wonder what the RNG is like in the game, because it might be I imagine it's probably quite generous, because I can't imagine it being like a really long grindy game. But interesting concept.
Yeah, it did look interesting. Looked good. That combination.
I'm looking at the trailer now. It actually does look really like the art style.
Oh, here we go.
It looks really
here he is.
Oh, there you go. Didn't even bother watching.
You've got a really weird thing going on your video, Brad. You keep getting like a moustache, and the moustache goes away, but it's.
I've not got a filter.
Like a black line. Yeah, I know.
I've not got a filter.
Why you got a fucking?
I feel that.
That's just my face.
You sure you haven't got a filter on?
No, there is some sort of filter there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it comes and goes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Double filter.
I haven't got a filter on.
Kept it quiet. He's trying to grow up. He's trying to look like a man.
Just want to have a beard. No, I haven't got a filter. I'll turn mine off. There you go.
Turn the camera off. Anyway, right.
This is great for the audio listeners. Brilliant. Red's ridiculous. Anyway, next game, and everybody's got the last minute wants to look at Lost in Random. Knockout City's got a new season. It's movie themed. Not played the game. Kind of looked a bit naff, but people are playing it. It's supposed to be quite good. Dodgeball, if you're not seeing it, battle royale dodgeball type thing. A little bit different. Another game that we probably don't play, Apex Legends. It's got a new season, new characters. Another game with the Legends in the title. Not that bothered about that, but Battlefield 2042, the new mode, the portal thing, I thought that was really cool. I have to be honest, the whole customize, and you can do World War II versus the future soldiers in like 2042, and you can have like, I thought the quality and quantity mode was quite cool, where there's like 30 odd World War II soldiers and only 10 like special ops kind of futuristic. I thought that those modes were quite good. I don't know whether or not the game's going to flop, because we all thought it's going to be flop because it's like full price and it's only multiplayer. But seeing these different modes, maybe
that's a clever way of doing it, isn't it? That's the niche. You ain't going to get many other companies that's going to do that. So
I think that saved it.
Yeah, I think I generally have, because ever since I saw that, I'm like, I'd like to give that a go. I'd like to play that game. So bastards,
I've not really
bastards. They've done it, haven't
they? They've only gone and bloody done it. I've never been a big Battlefield fan, but they're bringing back all the old maps, aren't they, to play all these new modes on as well. So I imagine if you've been into the franchise for a long time, actually this is going to draw everyone back in, because they're going to be like, oh yeah, that was my favorite map, and I can play with that in that era. I don't know, like with
all the mix and
custom
match,
made games.
World War I, man.
I can see it being big on like PC if they had like mods and stuff. It'd be like crazy stuff. So the customization's really cool.
It's going to hit hard with the fans, I reckon.
I think it'll do all right. Whether or not it's going to compete with Call of Duty and Fortnite and people like that, but I think the core fans of the franchise will probably jump in. But whether or not that's enough for EA.
I think Call of Duty yet, have we? Like, they're not even. there's nothing yet. I think the Sledgehammer's making it.
I think they've got enough problems, haven't they, with their lawsuit, Activision at the moment. But they always announce it last minute. I feel like they did it last year. Oh, yeah, no, there was rumors last month, because we were supposed to get like a state of play, PlayStation state of play, and PlayStation wants to announce the new Call of Duty. But that's apparently delayed because of Call of Duty, because that might be delayed. Wow. So they've pushed it back to August.
Okay.
So that's rumors, whether that's true or not. But we might see it next month. Right. There's a game that doesn't need any marketing. It'd be like GTA on FIFA. Yeah, do they need marketing? We don't really. Just announce it the week before and everybody will still buy it, because it's
everyone just goes out and walks in Tesco, sees it at the front and go, oh, another one. I'll get that. Put that in the basket.
Yeah, exactly that. The last game they've shown was Dead Space Remake. Little teaser. Obviously, Ash, Brad Seeley, you guys are fans.
Yep.
And I'm sure Brad Ball would like it because of sci-fi, horror. It's kind of a lot of things that you like. What's your take on it, guys?
I'm excited. He's taking a different approach.
Ash, go.
I'm excited for it because I went to go play it recently, and its graphics are fine. To be fair, they weren't even that bad, but I did stop playing on it. Like I said beforehand, I would have probably preferred it to be a new game, but you come up with a very good point. It's getting made by a studio who I've not heard of and probably don't have much of a repertoire when it comes to making horror games. So it's probably the best of a bad situation that it's just going to be a remake. I mean, they've only got to polish it, haven't they? But it's one of them, isn't it? I reckon if this gets enough people into it and people enjoy it, then they'll make another one. They're probably not going to sink a load of money into a game that was popular, but not popular enough for people to go out and be like, oh, bloody hell, I'm going to get that. It's one of those, it came out so long ago, you're probably going to find a lot of people have dropped out of gaming who used to play that. It's only going to be like people like me and Brad who still play games in our 30s.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I am looking forward to it. It'd be nice to replay them again. I haven't played it in, years. So, yeah.
From what I can see, Motive, because their last game was Star Wars Squadrons. And I know they did the space stuff in Battlefront 2, but other than that, I can't see any other games that they've done. So they do space flying games, and now they're doing a stealth horror type game. It's very different.
So that's something.
Yeah, that's the crossover. Yeah, like you've done something in space before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's about flying and vehicles. No, yeah, you can do it. Horror.
You can do space. Your space is your thing. You love space. But the good thing about it, Squadrons did look beautiful, so hopefully they'll be able to polish it.
Yeah, no, it's the only two games they've done. Yeah. Go on,
I just don't know. Like, I'm just not interested in another reboot. remake. It's just brings
Like a
something
lot
new
of
to
them
the
now, aren't there?
table. Yeah, I've played that game multiple times. I've platinumed it, but not really because on the Xbox. I've done it to death. I don't need another just because it's going to look better. You know what I mean? I don't care, and I don't understand why EA would have brought Visceral back all those years ago and then shut them down and then give it to this.
Yeah.
We're going to reboot it now. We're going to give it to this other team that haven't done anything, and apparently they're going to take bits of the other two games that works and put it in. But I don't know. Again, I've said it before. I think I'm just more looking forward to what the
New
actual
games.
original Dead
Yeah.
Space devs are making their new game. That I'm looking forward to. This one, it's good. Like for people like Brad or yourself, Reese, who haven't played it before, you're going to go in like Mass Effect. You're going to go in.
I'm gonna go with him personally, but yeah.
It's but you can. People ain't played it before, but for people like me and Ash who've played it or played them all multiple times, it's kind of like, I don't need to go.
And
back.
I think they should have been a bit more forthcoming that this was going to be a remake rather than, because as far as I know, everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to be a new Dead Space. It's going to be a new Dead Space." Dead Space rumors floating around. They probably should have put a rumor out there that it was going to be a remake, but I didn't hear that once.
Once again, that's on you, isn't it? It's rumors. It's not it's leaks.
Well,
you can't blame
me, mate. Never on me. So it's absolutely not my fault. It's everybody else's fault for getting my hopes up.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like Dead Space kind of died in its arse with number 3, but I don't know. It's
So would you have preferred? So what you're saying, you would have preferred the studio there with no pedigree or previously making horror games to make a new Dead Space rather than this remake? Is that what you, as a fan,
just don't leave it.
Just don't bring it back.
Yeah, just leave it. Yeah. It's maybe it's time. Yeah, just to if
Just
you
so
love something, let it go. So it's that's my thoughts.
Beautiful.
I think maybe it's my ill head talking, but it's just I don't know. I saw it and
I would be surprised if you don't buy this. I thought you would be quite excited about it.
Oh, I was like, when I saw it, Mass Effect trilogy was getting rid of, like the Legendary, I was like, oh, it's really good. I'm looking forward to that. But this, I was just
because you're fatigued from doing Mass Effect, though.
Maybe, yeah.
What do you call him?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It could be it actually, because I've been playing. That's the only game I've really been playing since it came out, and it came out in May, and it's now July. I need a break, I think. From Mass Effect.
Yeah, you've done 1, 2, and you're going to go into 3, or you're going to take a break?
I think you burnt out with Mass Effect, to be honest, Brad, because all you go on about. I'm glad I didn't fucking buy it.
Yeah, I play a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I say I play it a lot. I play it like every Saturday for like 7 hours.
That's a lot. That's a lot in one go, mate. That one.
Yeah.
It's not very good for your health.
No. That's what I mean. Look, I've got a romance. If I don't romance Miranda, who is?
Is that the bird who's she's got the big old crack?
She's got a.
Her suit goes right up her bum crack, and I'm like, that can't be comfortable. I can't be comfortable as a person.
I imagine it is. It's a space suit, isn't it? I imagine it's like wearing another skin, isn't it?
Into every crevice. Oh, here he is. It's got to get into every crevice to make it airtight.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, love. This has got to go right up your cooch. Ain't our fault. Space's fault.
Oh, unbelievable. Let's go on to the next news story. I think actually from presentation wise and production, I think this is by far the best EA has ever done. I always find EA plays really painful to watch. Like they always have loads of people talking, and then they have the devs come out, where this was kind of snappy. So
is it normally live? I can't remember.
Last year they did it obviously because of COVID. Once again, it was kind of similar, but they had Greg Miller do it, and it seemed to be a lot more talking. There's a lot more devs talking. They went to the Sims devs, and they were talking about diversity, but there was nothing added into the game. Then they did the skate. Then they did skate, and there were 2 devs saying, "Oh, we're going to make a studio next year to make skate." It's like, well, thanks for that announcement. You haven't even built your studio yet.
Yeah, tell us when you've done it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, come back when you have something to show. But yeah, it was kind of, this was just trailer, a little bit of talking in between, a lot better. So they had certainly improving that. And I think they did like spotlights with like FIFA, like separately, which I think they should do. I think they should keep their sports stuff separate from their main thing, because people that are interested in that will watch it, and people are not, they want to see it in the middle of the because they always used to add like mobile games, like in the middle of the conference. Now let's go to EA Mobile, and it's like you're slowing it down now. No one wants to see these 20 mobile games that no one plays, like Star Wars Mobile, whatever it is. So a lot better. So I give them props for that. The next news story is about Ghost of Tsushima, and these details are from the PlayStation blog. So these are actually legit rather than rumors that we spoke about last week. So there's a really cool trailer. It's like a story-esque trailer that shows a lot of what's going on. So it shows like the antagonist. So it's this woman and the followers call her the Eagle. It looks like she's going to have some kind of psychedelic type thing going on.
Witchy powers.
Yeah, it looks like it. Though she's like the Shepherd of Souls, they call her. So the trailer's really cool. Obviously, we saw rumors and leaks last week saying the island's almost as big as Tsushima and it's extra things. But I think they confirmed in the blog that there's going to be new enemy types and etc. So they're confirming a lot of the rumors are true. So hopefully the other rumors are also true. So it's kind of all good stuff, but I can't wait to jump into this game. I know it's like a thing that we played it last year, but I can't wait to jump in.
Love the fact you've still got a pirate hat on. I just
still got it.
It's just so funny. You're seriously talking, and I remembered you wearing a pirate hat. It was brilliant. Sorry, just a little moment for myself.
I like the.
It's cool.
I like the monkeys. There's going to be a lot of monkeys in this game. I've got a lot of time for monkeys. So
it's supposed to be like tigers as well, I think, and things like that. So it's different wildlife.
Don't care about tigers, mate. It's all about monkeys. I think they're going to take over from the foxes.
I really reckon. Okay, that would make sense. Take you to the shrines.
Like but now it's going to be monkeys. So that's exciting.
Obviously, the big controversy or issue around the game is around the pricing and the confusion and the issues of them charging $10 or £9 wherever you are in the world for the upgrade. It's kind of like a little bit of a topic that we wanted to jump into today. Brad Moore, what's your take on it? Because you haven't been here the last couple of weeks. What do you think about, I don't know if you know everything about the details in terms of pricing and DLC. Do you need a little update? Or
give me a little update because I've got bits and bobs. But
so there's two lots of pricing. So the one for the PS4 and one for the PS5. So it's a little bit convoluted, but I'll try and keep it as simple as I can. So if you don't own the game, if you buy the PS5 version, it's £70. If you buy the PS4 version, it's £60. If you already own the game, as we all do, and you're doing the upgrade, the DLC on PS4 is £15, and the DLC on £15, when I say 15, and the PS5 version is £25. If you buy the PS4 DLC, but then want to upgrade to the PS5 version later on, it's then a £9 upgrade. Okay,
right.
That makes all sense. Yeah.
So, all right. So, is this the same as the director's cut edition? The director's cut edition.
When I'm saying DLC, yes, director's cut essentially. So you get all the DLC stuff plus the PS5 upgrades. If you get the £25 version, or the £9 upgrade, or the £70 version.
So I currently own the PS4 version, and if I want to play, because I still haven't played it yet, I started it. I've got I need to just do it. But
delete Destiny. That's what you need to do.
I really should.
The temptation. You go to the menu bar and you get to go see it, and you see Destiny there, and it's like,
and you go on
it's like a addictive thing. You just seize it. It's like, oh my god.
It's even worse than that. Do you know what? It's FIFA now. I've been playing so much FIFA.
Oh well,
really? Yeah, I know. It's horrible. Sorry, everyone.
I've been playing a little indie game called Cyberpunk this week. I'll talk about
later. All right. So if I've got the PS4 version, I want to jump in, play it all with the DLC. I'd need to pay £25 to get the upgrade and the expansion.
Yeah, for us, if you want to play the PS5 version, it would be £25. If you don't want to pay the PS5 version, you just want to play it as it is right now. With the enhancements for PS5, but it's a PS4 game, it's £15.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. It's just going to happen, isn't it? These companies are going to cash in where they can, and that obviously development time goes into enhancing it. I'd like to know what the enhancements are, because it was already enhanced, like you said, for PS5.
It was a bloody nice looking game, wasn't it? It was a beautiful game. So it's going to be interesting to see what my extra £9 gets me.
And it was already running at 60 frames, wasn't it?
Yeah. So They're saying it's dynamic 4K 60 frames now, and they've added DualSense support. There's better lip sync if you're listening to it in Japanese with subtitles. I believe there's one other thing, but I can't remember what it is that you get. So probably the biggest thing is probably that you get your DualSense that you're going to have when you swing your sword. It's going to be a pressure, or when you go through the grass, you're going to feel the.
I wonder if they fix that, because when you used to have the Japanese like voice actors on, it was still English lip movements, if you get what I mean. So
that's what I mean. That's what they're fixing.
So it's actually going to be in Japanese. So they're going to be speaking in Japanese, and their mouth movements are going to match the Japanese dialect, like what they're saying.
Yeah,
that's
lip sync. Yeah.
Because that was really annoying before, because it was like you was listening to it in Japanese, but it looked like it was dubbed. That was annoying. That'd be pretty good. That's pretty good then.
That is good.
You want a really authentic game.
I'm hesitant to give them credit for that though, because I find the thing like that should have been in the game in the first place. That's not really like, come on.
Yeah.
True. For me, I'd pay it. I wouldn't really have a problem paying it, because if I'm going to play it all over, from the start, which I haven't done yet, I want to play it on the best possible experience. Knowing that there's a better version of it would just annoy me, and I work full time, so 25 quid is not going to break the bank, so I can pay for it. But then I don't know, you got to
show off.
I know.
Money bags over there. Okay.
Whatever. But then you got to think about kids and who haven't got the money and got to beg their parents, and they're just not going to get all that, even though they've paid quite a lot for the game up front. Yeah, a bit shitty, but it's not a problem for me, but it's probably a problem for some. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I won't particularly care that I've got to pay for it, because I can.
Yeah. Is there an issue when pretty much every Xbox game, because of smart delivery and other publishers, are giving it free of charge? Is that where we got the issue where some people are doing it free? Like I downloaded Shadow of the Tomb Raider last night because I was just scrolling through Twitter, and all of a sudden they're just on a PS5 upgrade. And I was like, oh, okay. I had it on my library because of PS Plus. I haven't played it yet. I was thinking about playing it. And now there's just a free out of the blue Square Enix just upgraded the PS5.
The way they're getting away with it is because it's a new out of the box. This is the director. It's a new addition to the game. It's not
it's a bundle, isn't it? It's not. Yeah. It's not like they've gone right. There's no DLC, but if you want Japanese lip sync and slightly better and your controller vibrate, £9, please. It's because they've done it like it's a massive DLC you're getting, and you get better graphics. That comes 25 quid. Done.
And you just worry about they're also going to make a fortune from it, and you just worry about you can just see some of the larger companies working out sales strategies now, and what do we hold back for a director's
we get away with
charge another 30 quid for a year after release.
Sure. It's going into the dual entitlement kind of debate also with sports games. So I think NBA 2K were obviously criticized last year for doing it, where you only got cross-gen if you bought the special edition, which was basically £100 or £90, whatever it was.
They didn't put the ball in the game. You just had to go around pretending you had the ball. The ball was another 30 quid.
Yeah. Hilarious. This year FIFA's doing it, EA's doing it, FIFA's doing. There's no upgrade, next gen upgrade. If you buy the PS4 version, you do not get it on PS5. You have to buy the game completely again, unless you buy the Ultimate Edition, which is essentially $99.99.
Which I pre-ordered this week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Jesus, why?
You had to pre-order it this week, otherwise you don't get the special Legends cards.
You have to do it this week, guys. You got to do it 2 months
early. What game was this?
FIFA.
What game was this? FIFA.
Yeah.
You get your lemon. It's 100 quid for a football game. It looks exactly the same as the old football game. The one that came out last year.
That's the one.
How good could you make a football game look?
Honestly, I don't know why I do it, but at least I play it. Reese is going to buy it still, and he won't play
it. Why are you throwing me under the bus, Chris? I haven't pre-ordered it. I'm not buying it. Because of that comment now, I'm not buying it. Yeah, if you lost 70 quid, I probably would have as well.
I can't wait for you to buy it. You know you're going to. I fully believe you don't believe you're going to buy it at this stage.
Yeah. I convinced myself last year I wasn't going to do it, and then last minute. Sue knows that window when if you buy the ultimate version or the deluxe edition, you get 3 days early. It's those 3 days that get me. Yeah. Whereas there's certain people playing it.
That countdown, mate. That countdown's got you. It's you better get it.
It's that FOMO. I'm like, they're playing something that I want to kind of try, but then I
Football
play it
season's-
once and then I don't touch it
Season's
again.
just started and everyone's like geared up for football and it's all in your head and all the adverts on TV everything is pressuring you to fucking buy FIFA in the world.
Oh no, see, my football fever was during the Euros, and then as soon as we lost and it was over, I was like, I don't care anymore.
I'm gonna go play Mass Effect for 7 hours.
Yeah, football fever.
Yeah, exactly that.
Bradley, we need to have a word, mate. Me and you more. We need to have a word. We need to sit down and have a look for your finances because I'm sure your wife would be happy about it. You not fucking paying £100 for this game. So after this, we're gonna jump into another meeting and we're gonna sort out your paperwork. All right?
I got a loyalty discount. 80
I don't
quid
give
for me.
I don't give a shit. You fucking stop playing that much for games.
Unbelievable. Brad Seeley, what's your thoughts on the price upgrade, not just the sports games, but Ghost of Tsushima as well?
Yeah, I'll get it. End up, I think we're all about the same. We're all kind of like,
I will buy it 100%. I'll buy it on the first
shitty,
day.
but we end up buying it because it'd be nice to have one of the few games that PlayStation 5 is like designed for the PlayStation 5. So yeah, I'll end up getting it. I would have, happily. I've got no qualms about spending that amount of money on the DLC because it sounds like it's going to be well worth it. But yeah, the upgrade. Like I said,
I think they should have kept the upgrade quiet.
Yeah,
they should have just said new DLC coming out makes the game slightly better, and just left it like that, and then not said about it being the equivalent of £9.
Yeah,
I think that's what's rubbed people up the wrong way.
It's like we all supported it last year when it came out, and then it's kind of like, oh, you want it for your new console that you've also gone out and and bought. Pay us again. You
made this game as big as it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
By the way?
20th of August.
Yeah, it is next month. Yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. I think the messaging is what's the problem, where it's £15 and then give us an extra £9 if you want the PS5 version. I think it probably should have all been bundled into one price. But then the issue you've got is they've changed the PS5 version to the PS4 version. So the PS5 version is £70 and the PS4 version is £60. So if that was all included in the PS4 version, then who would buy the PS5 version for 70?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You either had to make it.
That is mental. They've released this game and gone, this is £70, by the way. That is crazy. If you want it on PlayStation 5, you're paying £70.
Like
if you didn't
the
own
point
this
of the
game,
games now, though.
Yeah.
Horizon's going to be that.
I haven't
Spider-Man
paid that yet.
Spider-Man was £70.
Yeah, but I didn't pay that for like Resident Evil or anything. I paid like £50.
Because they're PS5, PS4 games.
Did you really? How much was that?
5.
How much was it? £50?
Yeah, £50. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
See,
where did I buy it from? I got it from Tesco's.
I had this little debate with Reese because, I'm sure, but it was. I don't get like the whole argument. This PS4 game. It was a PS4 game and it was a PS5 game. You can literally buy it in a shop with a PS5 logo on the top. That's a PS5 game.
To be fair, when I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PS5 version, I only paid £50 for that as well.
Yeah, and that's got better graphics than what I've got.
So
go back to
maybe is it exclusives? Because if it's an exclusive PS5 only on PS5, then they're going to charge 70. Like
then they got
Ratchet and Returnal. I don't know how much Returnal was, but maybe it's that. I don't know.
Yeah, so I haven't bought an exclusive game yet.
I was thinking
maybe it's just
I thought it just hadn't hit yet the new price, and it was intended. But
I know Spider-Man, almost Spider-Man was 70, but then you got the updated original Spider-Man full game and Miles Morales. So
it would make sense.
Once again, I would say that was a PS4 game.
See, maybe it's just early days in PS5 rather than put people off because of having a £70 price point for games.
Because I'll tell you now, if I went into
they've got to go in early, otherwise you can't do it halfway in the generation. And that was the problem with the PS4 generation. They stuck it at PS3 prices and they could never up it. And now we've got this increase, and that was the issue when we got halfway through last gen, and then it was like, let's throw in loot boxes, let's throw in microtransactions, let's throw in this, let's throw in that because we need to make more money because we can't up the price. And now it's don't put it on previous gen either. So
they'll be charging a lot more and still putting microtransactions in.
Yeah, 100%. I think if I walked into a shop and it was £70, I'd be like, oh fuck, that's a kick in the bollocks. It's £20 more than what I used to pay. Plus, I had to pay for the fucking PlayStation 5 anyway. Not like that bastard got given to me for free. That's fucking cost me a fair few bob. Now I've got to pay more for the games and all.
But when has that ever been any different from any other generation? When you bought a PS3, PS2, GameCube, Xbox One, 360, it's the exact same.
When I bought a PlayStation 4, games were 50 quid. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll pay that. And then when I got my PlayStation 5, since I bought it, every game I've bought,
called inflation. Things get more expensive.
I get that, but it hasn't yet, has it? And now they're just going to drop it on us and be like, oh, yeah, that's 70 quid, by the way, you mug. I ain't doing it. I'm going to smash it.
You want it?
Inflation has definitely happened in between that time, and also the production costs of games are so much more. Like you look at production costs of like a game like Red Dead Redemption, it's 570 million. It's like $500 million.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely different from what Red Dead 1 was.
Game and they'll sell, and you'll get your money back. It's as simple as that. Don't keep churning out shit, and then it won't sell, and then you'll lose money. Make a good game. This is how films work.
But that's for you as a consumer to make that decision, isn't it? Don't pre-order games like Bread More 2 months before. Look at reviews. I'm
not going to go out and buy a shit game, but they're still going to ask 70 quid for it.
It's like going into a designer board store, buying like a designer top that's like really expensive and there's like holes in it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm still going to buy it anyway. It's their fault because they've told me a shit top. It's your decision.
Most designer tops now and jeans do have holes in them. So
yeah, we don't want to fall into the same trope as what people who go for fashion have gone. Gamers, let's not do that because that's just silly.
The gamers are traditionally known as very unfashionable. So.
Yeah, and we're tight with our money.
Slobs. With my pirate hat on.
we live in basements. We eat hot noodles. Okay.
So
keep the traditions going.
What I don't get is the argument that Resident Evil, Miles Morales aren't PS5 games. Explain.
They're not PS5 exclusive.
So they're not.
But Miles Morales was.
No,
you couldn't get it on PlayStation. Could you get it on PlayStation 4 as well? Oh, that's my fucking argument. Shot shit.
But the PS5 versions were still...
So they're not built from the ground up on PS5. So they've just got a slight resolution bump or a slight frame rate increase. So it's like the PS4 or the PS4 Pro capability can only run it on 4K or dynamic 4K. So it's basically 2K on 30 frames, where because the PS5 has more power, it's able to push it to actual 4K or actually 60 frames. There is no other benefit, and they might add DualSense support, but there's no like texture, like there's nothing enhanced.
So
for being a PS5 game,
for example, Resident Evil Village, the PS5 version wasn't developed on PS5 dev kits.
No. Horizon Zero Dawn is a PS4 game. It was developed on PS4 and it's going to be enhanced on PS5. So it's got a war.
So we should be looking at 50 quid for Horizon, the new Horizon then.
Where do you get £50 from?
Well, exactly.
Because that's how much PlayStation.
You're saying if they're like made for a PS4, but then they slap the PS5 logo on, even though it's not made for PS5.
He means the old Horizon, not the new one, right?
No, he means the new one.
Yeah,
the new one's the same,
West,
yeah, the new one's the same. Yeah, the new one was designed to be on PlayStation 4, but now they're just going to bump it up to be on PlayStation 5.
So you could really, it's going to be a little bit better because you're going to upscale it to PS5, but you could just buy the PS4 version and be like, I'll just play that.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Well, I would say 60 because the prices were 60 last gen. They want 50, right? So, but
yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
That goes into the whole problem with them being two different prices and it's the same game, which is obviously only going to be a problem for a short period of time because we're just going to get PS5 only games eventually in a few years' time. This is like a very short window, and probably what these companies look at is this big pool of like 120 PS4s, and was it 10 million people who got PS5s? So this small cater of people, we're charging them an extra £10, but there's a lot less of them than the PS4 people. I don't know. They just don't probably see it as we're the niche kind of hardcore people that's jumped in early and we're kind of paying for it. So
I think we should just
but then the whole argument, that counter argument to what I'm saying is PC. If you buy a game on Steam and you upgrade your PC, you still got your game. It just looks better because you've got a better PC. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's no pricing different. Whatever the game on Steam is, the game on Steam, whether you've got a really powerful PC, a really good PC, it's just the game price. So it should be the same with maybe consoles, but clearly they've decided not to do that.
Fucking
Dunno.
PlayStation.
Well, PlayStation are just going to carry on making games all over PS4 anyway.
We're Xbox. I was looking at Game
No,
like
Xbox is good,
xCloud, and I was like, they were letting me sign up to xCloud or Game Pass to get xCloud for the month for £1. Well, they're saying $1, but I'm like,
Yeah.
how they make? They're not making money. It's ridiculous.
They don't need to make money. They just love chucking money. They do it for the players
unbelievable.
because they care about us.
Just
I'm an Xbox man now. I'm an Xbox
Bill
man.
Gates does not care about you.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't
cares
look
about
at
me. Let's be-
Xbox's bills. He just looks at like we're making all this. He's worried about going to whatever they're doing.
He's making his money on his bloody antivirus.
Excel, yeah.
Patent. So he's making money off the bloody of that. So he don't care.
Oh, I'm sick of it.
Controversial.
Yeah. I wonder what the magic number is until they start making a profit. How many subscribers they need. I wonder what that number is.
Everyone on the planet.
7 billion. Yeah, it's
It could happen, mate. It could happen.
I don't know. It's obviously fantastic value, but as a business, it's no way to make
I don't
money.
know. I still don't understand how it works. Like every new game what comes out just goes straight onto that.
Yeah, and apparently they're signing such big checks. And even like you got to think when they bought Bethesda for like crazy billions, and when they signed like Outriders day one, like how much are they giving Crystal Dynamics for Outriders?
I'm not even paying Game Pass at the minute. I've got a free year, so
exactly they're giving it away for free as well. Isn't that like what's already at like 15 or £10 whatever it is?
£11 a month. It's £11 a month, I think. It's £10.99, which is mad.
We're
That's
still
less than
cheap.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I think.
True.
I don't know,
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah.
you don't pay for Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't pay for it. I just
So
got
like
sweet login.
£14, £15 Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be like log out everyone actually. So let me just quickly do that.
Hey, whoa! You make sure you give me that login, mate, because I've paid for that.
Have you talked about Netflix? Have you all seen Castlevania, the cartoon on there?
No.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, apparently the new He-Man's pretty shit. That's what I heard.
Okay. Yeah, I've not watched that yet. I was thinking about watching it, but yeah, watch Castlevania. You'll like it.
Yeah. The Resident Evil. I tried to watch Resident Evil anime on there. That was really bad.
Was that bad?
Yeah, it's just crap.
I only watched ones with
Castlevania is actually really good. It's like an adult cartoon. You'll like it.
Oh, adult.
Oh, nice. It's got boobies in it.
Yeah. Twinkly vampires. You know what?
We should move on because like it's very we've been rambling about prices.
Yeah, you know what we should talk about? Christmas. Anyway, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Bring it full circles, yeah. Anyway, next news story.
It's a good segue into the next news story. This whole debate.
Well, because of football. Yeah, it is. It's related. So PES Pro Evolution Soccer has been renamed to eFootball. Konami has renamed their game and they've decided to make it free to play, digital only. It's going to include cross-platform online matches only and My Club, which is basically their what's it called again, Brad? The card thing in FIFA? Ultimate Team, yeah, from FIFA. And later on, they'll be added Master League and offline modes, which will be separate paid DLC.
Like I was just about to say, well, where's Master League? But yeah.
Yes, it will be paid DLC. You don't know how much it is.
Master League.
Yeah, you have to pay it. They haven't said how much Master League is going to be. £70.
Can you pay a little bit extra? Can you pay a little bit extra on Master League so you can regulate the condition of the players so they're not always fatigued? Because they took that out, and that's why I stopped playing it because it really annoyed me.
What? So they're full fitness at all times?
Yeah,
they're just like you couldn't regulate it, so then they was just knackered every game. And it's like, well,
what have you been doing? What have you been doing on your days off? You've been on the treadmill the whole fucking time.
It's just I just didn't like that about it. So hopefully that'll be a feature.
Yeah,
no, I have no idea. I don't have any idea. Anyway, do you think it's a right? Do you think it's a right move by Konami? Go on, Ash. I think
that's a brilliant idea what they've done there because they can't really compete with FIFA, can they? Because everybody loves FIFA. So if you make it free to play, even if you're like, I don't want to go out and buy the game, but I wouldn't mind playing a couple of rounds of football with the boys, but indoors because I don't want to go outside because I'm not mental. I don't want to get healthy. I want to play it sitting on my settee. It's free. It's perfect. It's such a good idea. I just didn't think they'd be able to financially, do it. But compete with a giant like that. So if you make it free to play, even if I'm not massive into football games, I used to play them a little bit when me and Brad used to play them.
Yeah.
But if it's free, I'll jump.
I used to love Provo on the PS2 days. I preferred to FIFA. I loved the game. It kind of went downhill.
Was the best football game.
Yeah.
I don't play it, but like, it was just amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, I used to really like it. It was so good. Was it Adriano? He had like shot power like 99. He just blasted from anywhere. It was brilliant.
You could kick it to the goalie and the goalie would fall in the goal. That's how good he was.
Yeah, it was so good. But what's your thoughts on this, Brad, as your FIFA man? You interested in move by Konami, making it free to play?
Yeah, I can't believe they're only just doing it now. Like, for a few years, I mean, we've always talked in the past as well about like, there's definitely a free to play model with like football games, but it doesn't really make sense that FIFA do it because they just fucking sell it every year, like to mugs, absolute morons anyway.
Yes. Who is?
Gosh.
So it doesn't. There's the model there, but FIFA don't need to do it. But I think PES does. So they've done it finally, and it makes perfect sense. I think that's the only way they are going to compete, and I think it will do really well.
Yeah,
and they'll make a lot more money from a free to play entry point than they would have done from flogging it for the last few years.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, especially as they're like digital only, so they've already saved money on like production of like physical copies.
Games.
Is that going to be a problem for you, Brad? I know you got a little bit.
It's like people like me who wants to sometimes play a football game, don't want to play FIFA. I prefer Pro Evo anyway. So go into it, and then if you want to, like, they're going to make money because people are going to want to buy Master League. Some of the other single player offline stuff.
The microtransactions from my club as well, because I'm sure it'll be like, I don't know if I've never played it, but I imagine it's got the card system and you buy players and you build your team. So obviously there's always a discussion where should Ultimate Team be made free to play and be separate from actual FIFA. But like Bradmore says, mugs like him and people that like it are just going to buy the entry point plus spend the same amount of money. So why give them a 2 and 3?
Money, doesn't it? That Ultimate Club thing.
Yes.
I think they found a bot farm with all these like tens of PS5s running it, just farming FIFA cards. And I was like, whoa, this is...
Yeah, I didn't think you could do that anymore because it was gambling. Wasn't there some big lawsuit over that they was going to cut it out?
The loot boxes. And
they've been trialing, I can give you an update on that. In Ultimate Team, they've been trialing this new thing whereby all the packs, so where you buy the cards and you get the players, packs, you can now in-game preview the pack before you buy it, which is mental. And it's at the moment it's on a trial, but I've heard that this trial is because of the lawsuit, and they're looking to find a solution to. I think they haven't been told stop it now. They've got to find a solution. But it's brilliant though because see
what fucking cards you're going to get before you spend your bastard money. Yeah,
and what's happening
you had loads of kids doing it, didn't you? You had loads of kids like just buying packs after packs after packs, and it was gambling because it's all to do with luck and random chance. And you're spending money to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I at first thought that this was going to financially screw them big time because, well, now, for example, like me, I haven't bought many packs this year, to be fair, but in previous years, fuck me, I have. But like, if I could see, like now, I'm previewing all the packs. They reset every 24 hours, so I'm previewing all the packs, and I can just see that. Okay, well, there's nothing in there, so I'm not getting that. Nothing in there, I'm not getting that. So they're not getting anything from me. But what's happening is all the people that have never spent before. Like there is a large population of people that don't spend money on Ultimate Team, and that it's hitting that audience now because now when they open packs, the masses, all those millions of people that never have before, there's going to be a few of them that are going to open a preview of pack and they'll see, oh my god, there's a Ronaldo in there, or there's a, I don't know, Van Dijk or whatever, like a decent card. They're now going to be like, well, I can't not buy that because of FOMO. So I think I'd love to know how it affects their. How that affects their microtransaction income, but
it's increased. So FIFA 2020 made 1.49 billion from Ultimate Team, and then FIFA 21 made 1.62 billion from Ultimate Team. It's 29% of EA's revenue is just from Ultimate Team.
Yeah, that's more than I earn. So
that's a little bit more than I earn. Yeah.
So
they're doing well. They're doing well for themselves. Good on them. I like when big companies get bigger.
Heartless corporations that just keep doing shit things. So well done. Yeah.
I think the card thing's a step in the right direction, isn't it? like you say, it ain't affected their profits. They're making more money they'll probably make more money than they did before. But
definitely saving me money. This new method if it carries on that way.
Yeah, no, I think eFootball, Pez, I think he's going to do well. I think they've.
What do you think of the name eFootball?
That's a bit shit.
It's a bit shit, isn't it? It's a bit of a crap name.
Probably
I'm glad he's changed the football from soccer because
football.
like why is it soccer?
Yeah.
But
Football
eFootball,
lads.
really?
They should have changed it back to EISS. That'd have been
Can't have SS in it, mate.
Yeah.
Just Pez Online or something. I don't know, just anything. I don't know. Just like eFootball.
Yeah, Pez Online or something. But yeah, no, it'd be pretty good. I might look at it. I might give it a go. I wonder if it still have achievements and trophies in that. Or
I thought so.
Yeah, free to play games do, don't they? Yeah.
This is the thing. Look, Brad's already thinking about it. He had no interest in it. And look at him. He's thinking about it.
Are you really? Is it online only game? So I don't think you're going to get the platinum.
No, I never got them anyway before because they some of them
people were really good.
Oh yeah, I've never platinumed football. Have you, Bradmore?
On FIFA 2016, one trophy away from platinum, and it was an online trophy that I needed. I had to win 4 drafts, FIFA drafts.
No.
Had to win an online draft, which is basically this is just knockout competition straight away with online players. So by the time you get to the final, they haven't been knocked out in 4 games. So you're playing someone fucking brilliant by the time it gets to the final, and I just got fucked every time. I didn't properly grind. I didn't realize it was the last trophy until like I'd stopped playing it and the next one had come out, and I'd never bothered going back. So that's unfortunate.
The resale value of those games must be shockingly shit. Like, because people just jump on the next one, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
The free-to-play model should work. So
I think so. I think it's a brilliant move by Konami. It's interesting that Konami actually doing things again within gaming, because for so long when we were talking about Metal Gear and Silent Hill, it's like they just don't care about games, and now they're doing this. And do you think it makes the rumors about Metal Gear remake more legit?
I want it to happen so bad.
No.
Yeah, but I want it to be the original.
I do. I think it's happening. I think it is happening.
I don't know. I think the only reason they're doing this is because you could be like, oh, well done, Konami, you're going back into the fray. But really, they've looked at other other companies that have done the free to play model and they're making so much money. They're just thinking, oh, we'll make our gambling machines and we'll chuck Pro Evo out so we can make some money on there. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be like, all right, we're going to commit and go full tilt back into gaming as well. I just don't think they will. I think if it's with Konami,
they made a deal about Silent Hill though, didn't they? With Boomer. Was it Boomer? No, not Boomer. I can't remember what the team was called that made the Medium, that horror game that wasn't very good. They just did a deal with them, a partnership to make another Silent Hill. So they are making games. They're partnering with other people. And I think the Metal Gear remake, which is all the rumors, is that Blue Point's doing it. Sony's involved. I think Sony's gone to them like, you've got this IP. We want a remake. Let us deal with it. We'll do the internals. Blue Point will make it. All you're going to do is just take a cut out of this. If you're Konami, why would you not let them do it? They're not do you know what I mean? They're not involved at all. They're just going to make money from it. So it's kind of a bit silly for them to say no.
They just love their pachinko machines. They just love those slots.
They do. But they also love money.
Dirty slots.
They love money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, man, I just want that Metal Gear game. That's all I want.
don't think I want a Metal Gear remake either.
Oh, I do.
I do. I want that.
100% I do. I want
Another
that
remake.
so much. I don't give a shit.
What's wrong with you, Brad? You're so miserable.
I want that. I want Sons of Liberty and I want Snake Eater.
Just throw your PlayStation out the window. You don't deserve it, mate. Honestly.
No, I bought a PlayStation 5. I want new games, I want new IPs. I want, and I want
I do.
Play Returnal
that aren't fucking announced and like, oh, it's out in 6 years. It's like, oh, great, thanks, nice one. Cheers, mate. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much. I want new games on my new console.
You need to put your expectations down, mate. All right, we didn't pay 500 quid for that console to get new games. We paid it to get older games, which we know are good.
I'm gonna go play Spyro Trilogy remake. I'm just gonna. And then I fucking played about 10 minutes of that, and I turned it off.
I didn't buy it.
I
didn't want it to ruin my childhood.
I shouldn't have. But it was really good, but I was just like, boardless.
My first PS1 game was Spyro. So
Yeah,
Same with mine,
Spyro 2
Brad's.
was mine. Gateway to Glimmer.
Yeah.
Gateway to Glimmer.
And that and Rat Attack, which I
Rat
didn't really
Attack.
understand the
Oh, yeah,
concept of Rat Attack,
yeah.
but
I didn't get it,
something.
but it was weird.
Yeah, that's a
I
weird
recognise
game.
the
with
name,
my
but I don't
wife.
think I ever
She's
played
like,
it.
That's like mum
They're
and dad
like
used
this
to
game.
buy me, like, buy me a console and used to play it. So they got me Spyro and Rat Attack for the PS1. Spyro, brilliant. Rat Attack, not so good. And then when they got the PS2, they got Grand Theft Auto 3, because I didn't know what it was. And a game called Eternal Ring. Again, I never played Eternal Ring because it was all about Grand Theft Auto. So it was like there was always a hit and a miss. But it was good. Good game.
When I got my PlayStation 4, I got Marvel's Lego because that's like literally the only game out for it.
Yeah.
And it's all right. I enjoyed it. I completed it.
And I done the thing that people was moaning at other people doing for the PS5. When that come in, I put it away so the general public couldn't buy it because I knew man wanted to offer you. So that was part of the problem.
You have to do it. Got to be some perks of working in retail. Don't fucking many.
The final news story is Ubisoft. Some Ubisoft updates, news, and then I thought we can just discuss our thoughts on these games and what's going on with Ubisoft, because they're done some really odd things lately. Well, they completely changed their strategy like they said they were going to. So there's another Tom Clancy game. I don't know what that means anymore, Tom Clancy, but X-Defiant has announced a PvP competitive FPS, 6 versus 6 battle royale type game. It's got all the characters from Tom Clancy games. So there's characters from Splinter Cell, Division, Ghost Recon. It looks so naff and shit, to be honest.
It just looks like a sort of thing they shouldn't be getting involved in. There's too many giants to use to start chucking in a new one and think you're actually going to get anywhere with it.
Yeah, it's the name's hot bad as well. I don't know. It's just the whole thing with you. I just don't know what they're going on. I feel like they're having an internal crisis. I don't know. They're just really doing odd things.
I remember when we used to be good. Let's do something new instead. Let's do something new. What we know would work. Like bring out a new Splinter Cell game.
Tom Clancy's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's right. I'll tell you what. He's rolling his fucking grave.
Yeah.
You know,
he's got his night vision goggles on. He's fucking spinning.
He's writing stories about spies. He writes stories about spies. Like,
exactly. Where's those games? Make a good game.
You've got some people dressed as bin men running around shooting other people with laser guns, and someone's wearing a plague mask. It just looks right, like Ash said, and you guys said. There's too many now. Like people have established, like you're in the Fortnite club, you're in the Apex Legends club, you're in the Overwatch club, whatever. And then like, oh, go on, get into this one. It's like, no, because like the characters aren't very appealing. They're not drawing me in.
They're not memorable, are they? They don't want to Sam Fisher. That's it.
It's like
I could be playing someone from
Division.
You got
the bin men.
I don't know who this is.
I think they're called the bin men away from Division.
Division. Yeah, so you got a bin men. I didn't recognise the others. Only ones I recognised was them.
Yeah.
Bin men around here don't even turn up on the days they're meant to do their job. There's no way they're picking up a gun and actually fucking making a living for themselves.
You know it's bad. So I just don't get. I don't know what they're doing. And then they're doing, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is kind of going to be like this open world thing. They got the new Division is a mobile game. It sounds like, I won't lie to you, it sounds like they're having some sort of breakdown. And I think someone needs to check if they're all right. I think they need to do a welfare check. Because
after this, I'll jump into a Zoom call with them.
Yeah, jump into a Zoom call with them and say, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
What's going on with you? Remember you made loads of money off the last Assassin's Creed game and you've done something what people actually enjoyed. Why are you changing the formula and doing something no one wants?
Okay, send them a message just saying, you okay, hun? That's what something
you
to do.
B.
You okay, hun?
B. XOXO.
Because they are, I don't know. I just don't get it. I won't be playing this.
No. It's clearning money. The only thing I can think that they're trying to do is to be bought. I think they might be wanting to be acquired because it's similar to what Bethesda did before Microsoft bought them. They did those odd mobile games like Blades or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Then they made Elder Scrolls Online and MMO. Then they made Fallout 76, Fallout MMO. They just made all these, I don't know, cash cow games to increase their value. I think that's what Ubisoft are doing. I think they probably want to be bought by Microsoft or I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just
somebody buy us.
Please buy us. Look how much more money we're making. They're really free to play mobile games. I just don't. I don't know, but 2 single player games. Well, this is not going to be a single player game. I don't know why I said that, but do you remember Skull and Bones?
No.
Yeah,
probably it's just entered an alpha. It's been in a complete night. Apparently, it started as DLC for Black Flag. that they moved it into an MMO called Black Flag Infinity. Recognize the name, I clearly like the word Infinity.
Yeah.
And then they switched it to Skull and Bones. It was first shown at E3 2017 with a release date of 2018.
Well, missed that, didn't I?
I feel like it's well, just cancel it at this point, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody care?
Yeah.
No.
Black Flag was my favourite Assassin's
No.
Creed game, but it's
I love
just,
Black Flag as well.
Never
Agree.
played it.
it's
Never
just,
played
it's
it.
just,
So good.
it's just mad. If they haven't learned now that they made an era of Assassin's Creed game that everybody seemed to enjoy it and they all sung its praises, do that again. Don't do it again the next year, but a couple of years later, do it again. But they still don't fucking learn that. It's like, oh, you can play as a Viking now if you want. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I really liked playing as a pirate.
It was on PS Plus, wasn't it? Black Flag.
Mm.
Ages
I
ago.
got it in my
Yeah.
library.
Yeah.
The DLC was as well.
Yeah.
I believe the DLC was as well. No.
And that's why Reese is wearing the pirate hat.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
it all goes,
yes,
it all
yes.
makes sense.
Oh yeah, full circle.
All,
Yeah,
all links together.
Yeah, for this one
I like
little
pizza.
segment. There we go. Yeah, it's made more money than ever. The last two Assassin's Creed, I believe, have broken their records. So
they've worked it out. They've come back around and made a good formula. And they're like, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fucking long that off and do it online. Boom. Fuck the profits. It just makes no sense.
yeah.
It's crazy.
We'll see how it is. It could be good. I've got a little feeling
It's
there's a
gonna be
chance that it could be.
absolute pony.
Nah. I think
Because
you got to judge it once you see it.
A lot of people who play games, I love Elder Scrolls. I don't play Elder Scrolls online because it's not my game.
Good. It's good.
Yeah, it's not my type of game though. I want a story. I want a story that I can.
There's really good
follow.
stories. There's really good stories.
The graphics was shit in it.
The PS5 upgrade, it does look good.
No, it's absolutely terrible, Reese. Absolutely terrible, mate. What are you doing to yourself? Right, Zoom call after this. We're going to talk about your life. You're wrong.
Have you even seen it? It looks fine, and the stories are good. Yeah, no, the stories are really good. The stories are really in depth. I don't follow it all because the law is too much, but the amount of books
I'll
you pick
jump
up.
back into it because I've got the old Xbox X and it's got all the DLC on there. I'll jump back into it. If it's rubbish, I'm coming for you.
Go on, do it. Jump in. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Go for it.
Right, okay.
Tell me what
Probably
you
won't
think.
be this week.
Yeah, I like all these MMOs. They never start off good, do they? And then they just slowly add DLC and expansions, and next thing you know, they're like got so much backdated stuff. It's just loads to do.
I really wanted to get the armor because the armor looks well cool. Like you can get the Khajiit armor, and I'm like, that looks cool.
They've got a really good microtransaction store. It's called the
man.
Crown Store. It's good. I like a good
It's
cosmetic
expensive.
store. Yeah, you have to buy like their in-game currency. I think they call it gold or no, that's the what do they call it?
That's
Crowns.
dead,
You got to buy crowns.
No.
And it's like, I don't know, I can't remember the prices, but it's like £10 for this many crowns, £15 for this many crowns, £30 for this many crowns. So there's a lot of things that are £15.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. A bit like Destiny with the silver. Yeah,
Sounds exactly like Destiny. Everything's 15 quid.
Exactly the same formula. Yeah, exactly that. But apparently the game has entered alpha, going back to Skull and Bones. Not that anybody cares about that. Another game that seems to be dead and buried at the moment, which, funnily enough, was also revealed at 2017's E3. Clearly, they went a little bit crazy that year, was Beyond Good and Evil 2, which the cinematics for this looks really good. But in an earnings call recently, the game was mentioned. And they was asking about, just because the game's mentioned, is it on the horizon? Maybe we can see it by the year 2024. The CFO basically said they're progressing well, but it's too early to say that we'll see it by 2024.
Jesus, 2 years away. 3 years away.
3 years.
And they're like, that's too soon.
That's too soon to say that we'll get it by 2024. Yeah. So
fucking hell.
I don't think we're going to get this game anytime soon. So
what game we talking about? Sorry, I missed it.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. It was
Okay,
mentioned in an earnings call at EA, Ubisoft. And so someone asked, are we going to see it by 2024? And they kind of said, no, it's too early to say that we'll get it by 2024. So very, very far away.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see it.
They're making it. Well, you reckon they're going to cancel it?
Well, When did they?
I don't think it's
I don't
out
think
of
they
the realms
will
of
cancel it, will they? Look at Skull and
possibility.
Bones.
It's been for 3 years to make a game. If they're like, we're making good progress, but it's still going to take another 3 years, and then it probably won't come out then either. That can't be that good of progress. It sounds like they've just got like a storyboard, like an actual physical storyboard, and they've gone, this is the beginning, and then the end is somewhere down here. We're on target. Yeah. It just makes sense.
It makes you think of what they had in 2017 when they announced it. What did they have? They just thought,
Nothing.
We're just going to. The week before was like, should we make this game again? Let's just make a nice, cool trailer.
Yeah. I think he was on stage. He's on stage, and they're going, we're gonna make it. I've decided now. We're gonna make it after this.
Be on the season like,
yeah. Shut the fuck up. No, we're gonna do it. I really like the first one, so we're gonna make another one. We're gonna do it. Why not?
I've never played the first one. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know why I'm excited about it or interested. It's just a weird thing. Just whatever.
We just want anything at this point. There's so few games coming out. We just want anything.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, that's all the news all the news this week. But about Ubisoft, what's your thoughts? What's going on at Ubisoft, Bradmore? You've been
No, I didn't really know too much about it, to be honest. I've just been intently listening. No real thoughts on it. Like you say, it probably does make sense. I agree with what you said about the gearing up to sell. It seems, trying to get as much stuff out there that's going to make as much money as possible quickly. Sounds like a selling strategy.
Yeah. Clearly, with all the mobile stuff that Brad Seeley mentioned, and obviously this more Tom Clancy stuff that they're doing, and when they've got Avatar, they've got Star Wars. Looks like it might be a live service type thing. They're now doing Assassin's Creed live service. It's all the signs are there. Just no longer doing our traditional. Will we get a Far Cry live service? Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be shocked if we don't.
Shit, wouldn't it?
I would be quite shocked if there won't be some kind of online mode with Far Cry next.
There's a million bases you've got to sneak in and turn off the speakers and then take over.
They kind of did the co-op thing, didn't they, where you can come into someone else's world and do like a base together. I never did it. But
that was so shit because it was so annoying. That was obviously like what you had to do the campaign. But like I tried to do it with a mate. I can't remember who now, but when you did that, it didn't count as progress for your own game, so you had to do it all again on your own anyway.
Oh, really?
It's the most broken system ever. Like, yeah, it's stupid.
That is strange. Yeah, I never did it because I tried doing it. I think because you've got like a free key, you could give it to someone that didn't actually own the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, remember when that was a thing? They fucking killed that off quick, didn't they? Free key to give out to people.
Yeah, and it kind of just didn't work. For some reason, I could just never join the game. I don't know.
Microsoft, stop doing that. If you want us to cash in on you guys.
Do you know how much money we're losing anyway? You can't be giving free keys away. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. I mean, that was the days before Game Pass as well. So, that is the news this week. And we've obviously discussed the main topic, which was pricing. Let's round it off with Brad Seeley. Have you got any of your stuff this week? No?
No, sorry.
He's just got his stubble. He's still throwing me off, Brad, your old stubble on there, mate. I don't know what's going on. Look,
it's really weird.
Did you see it? Did you see it pop in there?
I've seen it flashing on and off all the time.
Yeah. Is he the part of the microphone? Is it because he's like...
No, I think he's added some sort of filter.
I don't want it to
I think it's the microphone where he's like...
Because he's jealous. He's jealous of his brother. Soldier. Soldier.
I just look like a porn star.
Pedo. Then put it up, put the microphone up. Goes away.
Anybody that's listening to the audio version, please go to YouTube to witness all this stuff that's going on over here. But, what have we been playing this week then, guys? Ash, have you been playing anything new?
Not new, but I have been playing. I've been playing Red Dead again.
Have you really?
Yeah, I really like
on your Xbox Series X? On your PlayStation.
Yeah, I started playing.
You threw the Xbox away, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's still there. I started playing online. No, it was quite enjoyable. But then I thought, I really want to play the story because I want to play as Arthur Morgan. So now I started playing that again. I'm really enjoying it. But it's really sad because my horse died like at the beginning of the game. And it's the first horse you get. And normally I keep that horse for a while. And I got jumped by a load of old Driscolls. God damn old Driscolls.
Old Driscolls.
I managed to kill them. But then I looked over and my horse on the floor going, rawr, rawr. like that. And I was like, it's all right, I'll revive him. And I was like, shit, I've got no horse reviver on me. So then I saw some geezer riding past. I shot him. Even though I normally play as a good guy, I didn't care because I wanted my horse to live. So I quickly shot him, jumped on his horse, rode to town. The time I got to town, it was nighttime. Fucking shops were shut. I was generally, as a 28-year-old man, I was genuinely devastated and I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God, what can I, there's no way I can get a horse reviver from, my horse is dying. And then it just died, it just come up. I just looked over at the map and it was like, just a picture of your saddle instead of your horse. And I was like, oh my gosh, this has happened. So
how does it look now? Does it still hold up? Obviously
it looks really good. Yeah, it looks really good. Like, even though it doesn't have a graphical update, when even the cutscenes are beautiful, and even when you're walking through the forest and everything, it's great. The lighting and everything. I was noticing yesterday, like when you're in a cutscene and the characters move, the way the sun shines through their nose and their ears and that, it's just they put so much time into that game. It's unreal.
You can see where all the budget went.
I saw it again the other day. Nathan was playing it, and it just doesn't look like a PS4 game. It looks like a PS5 game. It's crazy how unbelievable it still looks. It was so ahead of its time when it dropped.
They pushed that console to the limit with that game. Because I remember when I used to play it on my PlayStation 4, it sounded like it was about to take off.
Yeah. It kind of takes all excuses away from the game that I've been playing, which was Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
It's still buggy to fuck, isn't it?
Yeah.
My version's not. Well, I've been quite lucky throughout the whole thing. I know there was a lot of rendering problems because there's like a heist mission where you're in a helicopter. I won't spoil what happens, but there's a moment where obviously you're heading on. You should be able to see Night City, but the background was just grey. It just didn't load it at all. I was like, okay, this is a bit odd. But that was like back in like December before all the patches and all that stuff. But now it runs smooth. It runs 4K, 60 frames. It looks great. I can play it. I've just been doing side missions and I've been really enjoying it. I like how, a bit like what Brad Seeley said about where you go to like a mission and you've got like different options. Like if you're a tech guy, you can open the door by tech, or you can like rip it open. If not, you can just find a little window and try and jump around and get onto the roof and go through a hatch, and you can either do it stealth or go in guns blazing. Or a really cool car and got this gun, like the pistol, and it like spins around. It's cool. It's cool.
So my brother-in-law Nathan, who's living with me at the moment, he fired it up because he was waiting for the PS5 version, and he just couldn't wait anymore because he's got a PS5. So he was like, "I've sod it. I'm just going to play. I've heard it's good enough now." It was on there for 5 minutes, and every single NPC was duplicated. There was 2 of everyone on the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was just like, "Oh, sod this. I'm waiting."
I'm very tempted to load it up again. Like the last few weeks, I've been like, I installed it because I needed the room. But you got Reed saying that it's all right, and then obviously Brad's situation, like where it's broken. You see it online still, there's so many bugs, and it's just like, I do want to play this game when it works.
I'm the same. I'm not gonna. I've got it there. I'm not in no rush. I'll wait.
When it isn't just people just T-posing. You know.
If you've waited this long,
you know, wait,
it's obviously entirely up to you. What I would say is that I think it's just every PlayStation seems to be different. I don't know if the way they've built them, like everybody's got different hardware. It's slightly different, but I heard like people had problems with like Returnal where it kept crashing. Where I didn't even know this until I listened to podcasts and stuff. Loads of people had like problems, and same with Ratchet and Clank and all kinds of PS5 games. It's like, well, I never had any problems with either of those games. I've got really bad stick drift at the moment with certain games, which is really bad. But it's like everybody seems to be having different problems with different games, and some games are fine, some games are buggy. Like Elder Scrolls is a nightmare for me. Every time I leave a door and open into the real world, it just blue screen crashes the game. And some people are fine. I don't know. It just seems to be
experiences.
Yeah, there's a lot of different experiences, which is not always just the game.
With Red Dead, that like there was a glitch in it. This is when I first played it on PlayStation 5. Oh no, on PlayStation 4. I won't tell you who it is, but one of the characters who's in your camp later on becomes like a bounty hunter, and their horse turned up, and it had no skin. It was perfect. It was like pink, and I was like, "That's a funky horse, isn't it?" And I didn't realise, and I was like, "Are we not going to talk about where the fuck they got this horse from? Where does this horse come from?" I remember looking it up online and like, where did they get their horse from? And it turns out when I replayed it again, that horse it just bugged out because it was meant to be brown, and I was like, oh, the game was just broken. But that was like that the whole game through.
This is what no skin on the horse. That's
This is
Yeah,
like
just
beast
no
of a
skin.
horse.
If you're going to
It was
get a
just
bug,
really-
at least it's consistent all the way through.
It was,
Do you know what I mean?
it was really pink and like wrinkly, and I was like, that's weird. It's like this
Yeah.
horse has been in a fire.
like a Sharpei
But,
of the horse world.
Yeah, so it turned out it was just bugged out. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, no.
okay.
Give
It's like,
Cyberpunk a go, Brad City. I think you
The
should
what-
give it a go.
what Cyberpunk?
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Sorry, yeah.
I might. One of the best bugs I heard was some guy reviewed it on YouTube where he said that his NPC just followed him around for the entire game.
yeah.
Every mission he went on,
Yeah.
there was an NPC with him.
That's
hilarious.
Yeah,
And he
you used
just
to like he'd get in a
yeah.
car and then he'd just
He'd
get
get
in
a car and he'd be in
seat.
there. Every story mission.
I
was
almost
just-
want that bug. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
NPC,
Brilliant bug. Just you didn't name him,
yeah,
Derek or
just-
something, Trevor.
It's just there.
It just
Yeah,
comes
it's
with you
crazy.
everywhere.
I
I
might
don't
give
mind
it a
him.
go.
Just some kind of gunfight, like drug
Yeah.
heist thing, and he's just Derek just standing there in the corner.
Yeah, just
Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
Dave's just there eating some.
Dave,
popcorn or
yeah.
whatever. It's yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play next because I'm not going to go into Mass Effect 3 straight away because I can't do it to myself.
Yeah.
Because at the rate I play, I probably won't. I'll probably be playing it till September, and that means I've been playing like more or less one game series from May to September, and I just don't think
It's a bit
I could
much.
do it,
Bit
yeah,
much, yeah.
so-
You
yeah.
could play Ghost of Tsushima because apparently the DLC don't kick into chapter 2, so you could do a little bit of that.
Well, but I can just download my save. Can't I just load it to the PS5?
Yeah, this is the thing though. How'd you go about doing that? Because I was thinking about this because that's on my PlayStation
It's
4.
in your cloud, your cloud save data. So just go in there and download
it?
it. Yeah.
Oh, can I? Oh, that would be handy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Otherwise, I've got to replay it again. I was going to replay it anyway, and I thought, oh, no, I won't.
No,
bother
you're about
with
to
DLC
transfer
now.
it. The worst comes worst will be you have to buy you have to download the PS4 version. There'll be some silly little button that press transfer save data. Then you
I've
then
still got
download
my
the PS5.
PlayStation and all that. I've still
We've
got my
me and Ash got
PlayStation
a
and all
disc.
that.
We've got a disc.
Yeah, I've got a disc. Yeah,
Ah,
we're disc boys.
okay, yeah.
Makes
Well,
noise.
for me, I would have to re-download the PS4 version if that's the case. Upload to cloud or upload to PS5 or whatever. Then download the PS5 version. There's been a few games that did that. It's annoying.
I don't know
Yeah.
what game I'm going to play now. As I've said, I've just been playing Mass Effect 2. I completed it. I'm only 6 trophies away from platinum.
Nice.
So-
6 difficult
Platinum.
trophies.
No, it's the ones where you like use warp 25 times, use overcharge or whatever it is.
So you got to play with different characters. So you got to
different
start
characters,
again.
or you can
Okay.
have the person on your squad who has that ability, but if they use it, it don't count. You need to initiate. You need to initiate it. Right? You need to tell them to use it.
Oh,
So
really? Does that
I
count?
could
Oh.
do that.
Very
But again, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll say I'll go back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I know I won't.
Good game,
yeah,
that.
so
I
don't know what I'm gonna play.
tried playing that as well this week. I've tried it a few times and I really struggled to get into it. I
Mm.
just really struggle.
I
don't
think
know, I
I
just
completed it, and I think I would struggle to pick it up again, which is a right bollocks pain in the ass because I did pay the 70 quid version, so I got all the DLC, and I haven't played any of it.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do next. I've done a few of like the areas, like the pledges, but then I've got the next area, which is like 100 and you need to be a power 120, 130. And I'm like 90. And I'm like, where's the side missions? Where am I? I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. There's so many question
See,
marks.
I never had that problem.
Yeah,
I managed to play enough stuff that I always was pretty much the right level. But then again, I like getting all like the armor sets and all that, so that takes you off on missions as well.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm just not sure what to do. I will play the DLC though. I ain't going to jump in for that. But yeah, I've just been trying to find something new to play. But so I jumped in and played Cyberpunk, and I have to be honest, I've enjoyed it. I've just enjoyed doing the side mission, the little heists, not heists, little gig. They call them gigs, where you just like a merc mission kind of where someone just calls you and you just got to kill the person, or you got to save someone, they've got to extract them from like this base.
Yeah.
But I like the options where you arrive, and because I'm like a little bit of a higher level, like I'm like level 31, I can either go in guns blazing, like I said, I've got quite a good handgun now, or I can sneak and do some stealth stuff. And no, it's cool. It's
See, I've done like a side mission or Cyberpunk when I was playing it, and it was like go to this place and talk to this man. I was like, all right, it sounds easy enough. And you go to his front door, and it's like, yeah, you can't hack it, you can't kick it down because you're not strong enough. You can't persuade him to let you in because you ain't. And I was like, well, why give me this mission if I can't literally get into the building? It was
yeah. There may have been a way to get in another way. If not, because it's like that's the problem with the game. I feel like it's got an identity problem where it's almost like an action game, like a GTA, but it's also an MMO where everything's open from the beginning. So if you're level 1, but there's a level 50 mission, it will let you do that level 50 mission, but there's no way of doing it until you're that level, until you're leveled up. But you just would have to come back.
But at least like with like something like The Witcher, you knew if you was going to try and do that, it'd have like a little skull next to it, like to say, "Don't try this yet. It's just going to be too hard."
Yeah.
And then what they do is then you do it later on when you're at a high level, and then they'd punish you and give you like 4 experience points for doing it.
Yeah, like fuck all.
Sure, yeah. They do have a danger level on missions, which I wasn't sure they had until I played it again this week. So it says high danger, moderate. And I think it says easy or low danger, wherever the scales are. So it does tell you there is an indicator, but obviously that doesn't help in your case because it might be a low danger mission, but yet you're still not high enough level to do it. So it might be like, oh, it's low danger because you're just talking to a guy.
I went for one that I thought I could achieve. You know, it wasn't like a higher one, but I just couldn't get in the building. So I was like, I'll leave it then. There's always from my experience, whether or not you got to like go quite far and go into like another building and jump onto that building, there's always a way to do the mission because I'm not like I ain't got high tech ability, so I can never tech open doors. So I always have to try and find a window or a get onto the roof or whatever. But there's usually a way. So yeah, no, I've been enjoying it. Hunting down the cyber psychos as well. They're quite cool. So I kind of like Brad though. No, I want to play it. I want to give it another go, but I know one day there's going to be another update for it, and that's going to be the best possible mode to play it in. And I kind of want to wait for that.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
You don't know when it's coming out because they won't tell you, but yeah, I kind of want to wait.
Yeah, well,
I feel like the PS5 version is going to have. Well, I don't know. Is it going to have like better density, like and better draw distance? Like it's going to be enhanced to be just a better, not just fixes, but actually a much better version of the game, like more intelligent NPCs. Like, is there going to be that?
Be able to drive their cars properly.
Yeah, that sort of development.
They
haven't really said yet how it's going to be different, but we can only hope.
Is the PC version like that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't think it is.
They should have done like Batman, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. You know, you're in Gotham. It's a massive city. Oh wait, you know you can't come out. There's a storm, so everyone's inside. The only bad people outside are baddies. You know, that's what they should have done.
Oh, I want to. Can we get an upgrade of that, please? Arkham Knight.
Okay, I'll tell them. I'll got a Zoom call with them after this.
Yeah, tell WB I want a PS5 version of that. That'd be good.
Yeah. Again, I don't care. I want new stuff, not just. You know.
All right, I'll take a new Arkham game, but I'll take Batman Arkham. Go on. Sorry, what was you saying? Come about PS5 version Cyberpunk.
I think I said what I need. Yeah, no.
Brett Seeley, he was talking and I cut him off. What was you saying? You're talking about Cyberpunk. No, you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I just wanted to come out so I can play it. But
fine, fair enough.
Whenever it will.
Yeah. No, wait. The reason why I decided not to wait, one, was trying to find something to play because I've kind of been jumping forward from games, and I know probably time it comes out, probably November. The Witcher upgrade's coming out then. GTA upgrade is coming out then. There might be new games
Ash
also.
Is gone.
Oh,
Ash. Bye.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for playing it early.
And then Cyberpunk on top of that. That's a lot. Like I want to do The Witcher. That's the game. I'm going to probably might even start from scratch and just do the whole thing again. So to jump into Cyberpunk again, I've done most of it. Let's just do all the side missions, and then I can play the PS5 version when eventually all the DLC and expansions come out next year, probably. So it's not like I'm not going to see it, and I just don't need to do the story again because it's good. It's not that good to redo again, if that makes sense. So, and because I've done most of it, there's no point I kind of decided there's no point me waiting.
I don't blame you.
Might as well just do it. So yeah, playing is supposed to be quite easy as well.
The most disappointing thing is I never got to use my Night City postcards that come with the game for some reason.
Okay.
Why do they give you postcards? Who uses postcards? I don't get it.
Send them to our fans.
Yeah, so I send them to our fans. I've got a few. Look, I just don't get. I don't know why.
Just collector stuff, isn't it? Don't Rockstar do things like that with their games?
Bloody postcard. Bloody Oh, bloody. Look.
I feel like I can't remember what game it was. I just feel like a game gave me a postcard once when I bought it.
Don't get it. It's weird.
The map for GTA 5. It's great, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I really like the maps.
Oh, he said the power's gone around his area.
I used to have it, but
Going on with South End's power.
oh, South End's had a power cut.
People have power cuts still in
Yeah, I had a power
2021.
cut the other day.
You had a power cut.
Yeah, I had a power cut. Yeah, just
Christ.
kind of. You go online and it's like, there's a power cut in your area. We'll let you know when it's coming back. It's like, oh, all right, thanks. But,
Anyway, we'll wrap up the show here.
oh look,
thanks.
Brad, I'll map you.
Oh, there it is.
Boom. Look at that.
For audio
Nice.
listeners, they're showing Cyberpunk
Bros.
Night City map, and Brad Moore showed the GTA.
Come on, Reese, get your maps out. Reese, what map you
Go,
got, Reese?
what map have you got, mate?
Come on, mate.
I've got Los Santos.
digital only.
What have you got?
Oh, I only got digital games.
It's gonna
I get maps.
Oh, I've got Google Maps on my phone.
I bet
Sure.
Reese only uses Apple Maps. Do you only use Apple Maps, Reese?
Yeah, I use Apple Maps.
Oh.
Yeah. What? You're not loyal to Apple Maps?
Oh, I use Google Maps over
Mate,
Apple Maps.
you watch the documentary on Netflix. You know what? Google. I use Google anyway. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And YouTube.
Oh, actually, when I'm driving now, I use Waze. So, yeah.
Waze. What's Waze?
It's like a little sat nav thing. I
Oh,
was stuck in traffic on the A12 the other day and told me to go some other way I've never been before, and I got home quick. So, good old Waze.
endorsement there.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll sponsor us one
Maybe
day.
sponsor us, Waze.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
until next time, guys. Cheers. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.